Hello and welcome to the Dude Topics podcast. This is episode 3. I am Colin, and I am, first of all, I am back from a trip. I almost said vacation. This was not a vacation. This was for some work travel. Man, like it's kind of wearing me down. Not gonna lie. I usually don't sleep very well when I travel, and you know, I was gone from like Wednesday to Saturday, got back Saturday evening. Just just in hotels, like in general, I just don't sleep good. I don't know why. Probably just not what I'm used to. So yeah, kind of exhausted. I'm recording this. This is Tuesday evening, so this isn't gonna be coming out until Friday, the 20th. So hopefully by the time this comes out, I am caught back up on sleep. But I've been home for a few days, and I'm still just exhausted. I don't know why, but anyways, apologies for no episode last week. 100% it was just because I was traveling. I even thought about like attempting to do something. It just wouldn't have been the same. Yeah, I'm back. But there's definitely going to be some weeks that I miss with work, with traveling, with kids, life, etc. It's just going to happen. So anyway, moving on. I do want to throw out if there are questions that you want me to answer or certain topics you want me to talk about. If you leave a 5-star review on either Spotify or Apple Podcasts, I will respond to it, but you have to leave a 5-star review and then some type of comment in there. You're more than welcome to review it however you want. But if you leave a comment in there or like with a question, I will answer it. Whatever the topic may be, I don't even care. It could be the goobiest thing in the world. I will answer it. So starting off, we're going to start off somber. We kind of ended the last episode with Johnny Goudreau. We're going to start this one in the same way with James Earl Jones. So, dude, topic number one is James Earl Jones. Uh, Honestly, dude was part of a lot of guys' childhoods. Really, like what a legend he was. Crazy to think about that he was 93 years old. I had no idea. I don't feel like he aged in like the last 20 or 30 years. If you would have told me he was 70, I would have totally believed it. Obviously he's going off of like movies and things that he has been in. Obviously, I could have put that together. I mean, if he was doing Star Wars and he was older at that point. Anyway, but I just don't feel like he's aged in the last like 30 years. So obviously for me, like one of the best voices of all time. When you look at Darth Vader, to me being probably his most famous performance. And then like Mufasa, I was blanking on Mufasa. So a lot of kids and a lot of people my age, right, would have like remembered him from Darth Vader, grew up with Lion King, things like that. So just an amazing voice, an amazing person. I'll remember him a lot from Sandlot and Field of Dreams. Just doing some pretty amazing like baseball movies. That's pretty unique, but and he also did. I think a lot of people forgot just through the '90s or whatever as being what's his name in like the Tom Clancy Clear and Present Danger, things like that with the with Jack Ryan when it was Harrison Ford, the Harrison Ford Jack Ryan series. Greer. Yeah, he was Greer. I was gonna say, it's like I had recently been watching the new Jack Ryan on Amazon, which is decent. John Krasinski. First season was amazing. I just started the fourth season, trying to get caught up on that a little bit. But again, James Earl Jones, amazing career, just quite a shock. Regardless even of his age, just a shock to people around my age, people maybe even a little bit older. Just really kind of grew up with his movies. So rest in peace, Darth Vader. Amazing. Dude, topic number two. Michigan sucks. Just total change of pace here. I do think, and I transitioned that because I don't know if James Earl Jones went to Michigan. I think he was a Michigan fan. He was born in Mississippi, but I think he was a Michigan fan. I believe he did some type of like promo video for Michigan football or whatever. So I think he probably went to Michigan. But transitioning into this and a little bit more lighthearted is Michigan football. Not so good. QB situation is not good at all. It is bad. Their offensive line also not so good. Now I know they were arguably one of the best offensive lines the last couple of years, but they replaced everybody. So that's kind of to be expected. Their defense is still decent, but overall the team is kind of in shambles. Kind of funny. Cheating. When you're not cheating, things are harder. So just throwing that out to Michigan. Um, but man, like Wilson, lot of picks against below average teams. Dude cannot throw. Great story. Cancer comeback. I'm rooting for him to be a successful person. It's just funny that he can't succeed at Michigan. But I do wish him the best of luck. Obviously, him to even be playing Division I football after leukemia is impressive enough. So shout out to him. He's just not the answer for them at quarterback. So I saw the other day Michigan announced that Orgy is going to be starting. Worst name in college football. I think he can at least move the ball. So I'm surprised it took them this long to make that transition. Obviously not a great passer still, but he could at least pick up some first downs on the ground or run it into the end zone. So I would assume they're going to score more points. Um, but yeah, who knows? And Sharon Moore is just not a college coach. He's just not good. So maybe he's just an okay coordinator or would be a fine assistant. I just don't think he's he if I'm a Michigan fan, like I would want to have looked at other people outside of him. Uh, there was probably a lot more people available that have experience that could have come in and probably done a lot better. But whatever, I don't care. It's funny. Um, them having a bit of a downfall is hilarious. So they can make all the excuses they want when it comes down to it. They don't have a coach, and not cheating makes things harder. So there you go. Due to topic number three, this is totally random, and I actually saw this while I was flying. I think I was probably just like looking at reels or something like that. But I saw a little clip about and I think it was just wording, so it wasn't even like people talking about it. But it really has to do with does money buy happiness? But the wording was different. So the wording was, would you rather have unlimited money or always be happy? And it was just a different, like unique way to look at that question. So does money buy happiness is really what it's asking. So let's say you have very little money, but just enough to keep food on the table and pay the bills, right? But you have no extra money. Like you're not taking vacations, you don't have nice things, you're buying your clothes at secondhand stores and things like that. So basically, how most of us, unfortunately, live. But you're happy. You don't care. Like, and not that like you're like a material person, but you're just fine with that. Like that's perfectly fine. You're very content and you're happy with where your life is. I think for me, sadly, not that I'm material at all. I'm very much wanting to save things and not buy a lot of things. I live with the cheapest stuff that I possibly can. Um, but I do feel like money would solve a lot of people's problems if they knew how to handle it. I mean, if you look at like lottery winners and things like that, I know they like 85-90% of them just blow their money on stupid and ridiculous things and go bankrupt within 5-10 years. Obviously, they're not getting financial advisors. They're not taking care of their money. They're not watching it. They think I've got unlimited funds, and they're just not smart with it. So I wish I could be one of those people and break that norm, but because I would not be buying 8 million houses all over the place. I would probably have two and live with that. But I just think that's like where a lot of people's worries come from, especially today in our economy. Like our economy sucks, and I think people having a little bit of extra money nowadays would give them a little bit more happiness. There's so much stress and worries, my own included, that's where a lot of that stuff comes from. I got a kid also who's getting ready to go into college and still needs a car and things like that. He just started his senior year, so I got a year, but still, like those are worries, right? So anyway, it's a different way of looking at things. Let me know your answer to that in the comments. Would you rather have unlimited money or always be happy? So just a unique question. All right, dude. Topic number four. This is totally random, but haircuts. I had just got my haircut last week, on Tuesday last week. So it's been a week. I got my haircut, and I literally got it at Great Clips, right? So one of the cheapest possible options of getting a haircut, unless I'm going back to cutting it myself, probably 12 years ago. There was like a 2 year span or so where I was cutting my own hair. But even at Great Clips, the haircut was $18. That did not include a tip. So my haircut uh, takes about 5 minutes. Like it's super easy. I usually do like a six. What is it? I get something in my hair. Speaking of which, I do like a six on top and like a two on the sides. Like it's super simple. Like I said, 8 minutes tops, depending on who's cutting my hair. It's real quick and simple. I am on the mindset of how long does the haircut take? So anyway, $18 to me is bonkers for like the work that needs to get done. I am seriously debating about going back to cutting my own hair. Just throwing that out there. I may start doing that again. Anyway, dude, topic number five is Tua. And that is the dude topic of the day. Unfortunately, I didn't get to watch the game. I was on the West Coast. Would have been perfect because it's like super early for West Coasters, those night games. So I didn't get to watch it because I was in a hotel and that just was not a channel option for me. So post that, I did get to see it. I saw it on ESPN. I've seen the injury multiple times. Um, Tua has to retire, right? Like I'm calling for him to retire for his own health and safety. He needs to step away and retire. I'm worried that he is going to say, I'm good and I can come back. And honestly, it might just be like everybody handles concussions different ways. I've had one. To me, I could act normal. I don't lock up like he does. Like to him, it looks bad. It looks dangerous. But someone from his family, someone from the Dolphins organization, someone from the NFL needs to step in and really sit down and talk with him about his health. Like it's dangerous, and he doesn't seem to know how to protect himself. Like when you watch all of his concussions, like he gets tackled like he's a loose noodle. Like his head just slams. But when you watch other quarterbacks, they know how to protect themselves. They know how to take a hit. I feel like his coaches through his career, as like going all the way down to probably childhood and high school, nobody told him how to take a hit. Like they're bad. And it just looks bad. And, every time he gets slammed down, right? And it looks horrible. Anyway, I feel for the guy. He needs to step away. What is he? I think he's in his fifth year, something like that now. For his own health. Tua, I know you're never going to see this, but man, call it quits. If someone in the family should be talking to him now at this point and saying, please retire. Money is not a problem. He can go do broadcasting, right? Go be some type of sideline guy. That's perfect, right? You've got good insights. You had good experiences. You played well at Alabama. Just call it, man. All right, dude, topic number 6. This is gonna be a short one today. Only have a couple here, so but dude, topic number 6 is my Ohio State prediction. I didn't get to talk about it last week, obviously with no episode, but um, with Western Michigan, um, obviously that game went just as planned, the way that I had kind of predicted. My score, I think, was off a little bit. We actually didn't give up that touchdown like I thought we would, and we scored a little bit more points. So I was off by a little bit, but again, a blowout, not totally shocking. Um, Marshall, I would expect, and again, worked out perfect because I was flying on Saturday, and I'm glad we had a bye week, so I didn't miss anything. But we got Marshall now. I would expect Marshall to be a little bit better of a team. But that being said, I think Ohio State 45, Marshall 10. I think we finally, and by we, I mean Ohio State. Some people are very anti saying we, but I think we finally give up that touchdown as Ohio State, right? The touchdown is coming. My ask really, just win and stay healthy, no injuries, get starters out early. So yeah, that is it. Short and sweet one today. Happy Friday if you're watching this on Friday. But yeah, that is it. Let me know what you think again about this. Again, if there's any topics that you want me to discuss or questions you want me to answer, I will answer everything. Lee left in a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or on Spotify. Until next time, later.